Yes, back with another one, Don't Gas Podcast, your hub for entertainment, man, and we're going to continue our ranking of 100 actors today. Go around the room, man. JD, what's happening, bruv?
All good, brother, man. How's it going, man?
Yeah. You know, surviving and that, surviving. Blunt, what's happening?
Yeah, similar. I've obviously blackballed the team with my tyre this week.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Everyone come with a crisp white tee, and you just come and blacked out the place, man. Damn it.
Someone has to.
Some places I worked, you'd get sent home to change and come back. Hursty, what's happening, bro?
I've just noticed it might be my ADHD kicking in, but on the intro, when the camera's looking at looking at the screen, it has us sat in a different order to when it comes face on. So we do some quick seat changes.
You know why that's done? That's done to make sure people are still paying attention, isn't it? You get me? You got to put that in, man.
It's not really. It's not really. It's one of us has been for a piss.
Someone lost their seat. Someone badly wanted to sit on the other seat.
Seat, house rules.
So yeah, man, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Instagram, and we're live on TikTok as well. Take your pick as to which one you'd like to be on, but as always, send in your comments. You may not agree with everything we say here, and I'm sure you won't, because we don't agree with each other half the time when it comes to these rankings, and somebody will get offended at some point, Blunt. But you know, it is what it is, man.
Wow. You're the only one that's kicked off recently about that fucking De Niro Quotables thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Listen, that was horrendous, but we'll move past that. Okay, so this is this is who we're ranking this week.
Hey, man, you just fucked up your Ferrari.
It's not mine.
Neither is this.
Excuse me. Hi. I'll be right with you, sir. Hi, I need a refill of this. I don't have a prescription.
Sir, please wait your turn.
I know, but this is an emergency.
Hey, buddy, ever heard of a line?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
We go to Roberts! The low rider is a little higher.
Okay, let's ride.
We are, of course, talking about Nicolas Cage, man. This guy is nuts, man. I swear down.
That's a great photo.
I had to get the craziest photo I could find of him, man. But yeah, Nicolas Cage, be a good one, this one. I'm sure that it will definitely divide opinions. Or maybe not. We'll have to wait and see, innit? As per usual, we go through our ranking system. And just as a reminder, these are the areas that we look at. So they'll be marked on each one of these. We'll each score them. And this is our scoring chart from 1 to 10. And we'll kick off with our first section, which is iconic roles. In fact, before we do that, league table, innit? Just a little recap. De Niro is still way ahead at the top there, followed by Brad Pitt and then Will Smith and then everyone else. So Nick Cage, it's got a big mountain to climb, I can promise you. So back to the first iconic roles, quality, popularity, and lasting impact of memorable characters. Who wants to take this one?
I'll jump in. This man's been acting since 1981, and I genuinely struggled to think of the actual character name of very many of his roles. Like you can name films. I could rattle off 5, 6, 7 without even really trying that hard. But the actual character name, I really struggled.
Cameron Poe.
That's the only one I can remember.
It took me a minute to come up with Cameron Poe. The first one.
Oh no, Castor Troy, man.
Castor Troy.
Castor Troy.
Come on, the first one that I came up with was Castor Troy was the first one I could come up with. I really had to sit and think, and I got Cameron Poe. But outside of that, and then again, I thought, well, the more I thought, like maybe Ghost Rider, but I really struggle to think of an absolutely, like we said before, like if you've got to sit and think that hard, are they that iconic? So maybe some good films, but iconic, I can't see. He's got very many iconic roles, so I've gone for a 3. And yeah, I initially thought, is it harsh? But I think it's generous.
Can I ask though, is he called Ghost Rider in Ghost Rider?
No, it's something
I was going to say, like, I've never seen
well,
it.
he is
I've seen a clip of him setting on fire on a motorbike, and I just
it's
getting recast now, isn't it?
It's called The Ghost Rider, but it's Johnny Blaze or something like Johnny Flare.
That's it, Johnny Blaze.
Blaze.
I was thinking Method Man.
Yeah. In fact, Method Man makes that character more memorable.
Yeah.
All right, JD, what do you reckon?
Yeah, again, he's got a few good roles. I mean, Con Air, that was a big film, at its time, but not iconic. He even though that's one of the films that I watched like over and over, it's not iconic. I mean, you have to be a fan really to watch that over and over. Face Off, another good one, but is it iconic though? This is the problem. So I've not gone as harsh as Hursty, but I've gone for a 4, like, a little bit higher. But he's not, I can't think of anything iconic, to be honest with you. Really can't.
Okay, 4 for JD and Blunt.
Well, I can't believe no one's mentioned Ben Sanderson from Leaving Las Vegas, which he won the Best Actor Oscar for. Like, I remembered it as Ben, admittedly. Like, I had to look up the surname, but like you say, he won the Oscar for Best Actor for Leaving Las Vegas. But obviously, there's a lot to do with the writing and the direction and stuff like that. But yeah, Castor Troy, Cameron Poe, and then Stanley Goodspeed out of The Rock, like some massive films growing up there, and like maybe a bit of nostalgia. But I went for a 6 on that.
Ooh, a 6,
Generous.
That is very generous.
Fucking Castor Troy, and then Ben Sanderson won the fucking Best Actor. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like Tim Robbins got Best Actor for The Shawshank Redemption,
but that was an iconic role.
Arguably,
do you know my issue with Castor?
But that's an iconic role.
Yeah, it is. But what else has he done? But he built a career on winning that Oscar, like literally like the year before or the year after, whatever it was.
Arlington Road.
Castor Troy. John Travolta plays Castor Troy better than what Nicolas Cage does in the same film.
Well, do you know what? I thought Nicolas Cage played the other character better, and it's a testament to the film. That, do you know what I mean? Because like that must be quite hard to pull off. Because you have to start as one character, and then you have to make sure your co-star nails the character that you've put down. Do you know what I mean? Like it's fucking great film, Face Off.
It is a good film. Does a good film necessarily equal an iconic role? Is the question. And I'm gonna say not really. I can name a lot of good films. By the way, we've been restricted on TikTok again. Don't know why. Probably affected by seeing Blunt.
Affected what?
By seeing you in black. But no. Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'll probably go along with JD with a 4. I think what gets him the 4 is Cameron Poe and Castor Troy. I can't justify giving him anything higher than that. And yeah, he hasn't really. He might have been in some good films, but as I say, I don't think there's many iconic roles in those films for me. So no, I'm going with a 4. And I'm not going to bother to put the first round up because it's easy. 17 for round 1. Iconic roles, which I think is more than fair for Nicolas Cage, to be honest. He's done well out of that, actually. Okay,
Well.
next round.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
Hey, I'm just being honest, man.
He's
It's not
judge,
like I don't
jury,
like
and
Nicolas
executioner.
Cage. Like, you know what you get with him, but you know, iconic. Yeah. All right, next round: versatility, ability to convincingly perform across different roles, genres, and character types. Just before we get into this, I'm going to segue into another clip that Blunt brought to my attention. I don't know if you remember this or not, but
welcome Nicolas Cage. Well, understatement's the watchwords. And
Because he's Castor Troy.
he is nuts, mate. He is actually nuts.
I just got asked, like, was he at any point in his life a real martial artist?
I don't know.
Does it look like it?
Huh?
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He knows crazy, and he isn't afraid to use it.
No. The reason I asked, because his form wasn't terrible with those kicks. That's why I was asking.
His form wasn't terrible with the kicks. First of all, he stuck the fucking front flip.
Shit out of him. Pow.
Listen, his form wasn't terrible. What I mean by that is
JD,
he wasn't off balance.
I'll just say this. Say this. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
yeah. Which leads me like,
listen,
do you know the beauty of that though? Like, why?
Listen, I've never tried it, but I'm assuming that if you're on cocaine, that your abilities are probably heightened a little bit, you know. So,
do you know what? Right? No. But the thing is though, if you're on cocaine, like, surely the fact that you're on Wogan takes precedence. Do you know what I mean? There's a time and a place. This isn't TFI Friday, motherfucker. This is like, it was like it went Parkinson, Wogan. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look as like late 80s, early 90s, you know, on the BBC as well, where everything was quite reserved. He comes out, stuffs a fucking front somersault, does some ridiculous fucking, looks like a cowboy kicking the saloon doors, and then starts throwing American money at the British crowd. Like, just like fucking simmer down, mate. Do you know what I mean? But like,
listen, he struggled to get that money out of his pocket as well. Them jeans were way too tight, man. He was doing skinny jeans before they were skinny jeans.
You know who?
Listen, you don't call those jeans tight. You just call them snug, man. They're a little bit too snug.
Snug. Fucking painted on. But like,
his hand got stuck in his pocket, man. Like,
he's probably trying to get the money out without a big bag of fucking beak falling out, to be honest with you, like Richard Ashcroft on Soccer Head. But like, the thing was, like, when you see the full thing, like, Wogan handled it so well. Like, his immediate thing is like, I think understated is the comment for tonight, like that. And when it rolls on, he's trying his hardest to calm him down, but he goes on to fucking take his t-shirt off and all sorts. Like, he's just fucking high as giraffe pussy.
Oh my gosh. Right, so we're on versatility. I'll go first on this one because it's quite quick. I'll be honest. I think I'm going to refer to your quote from earlier, Hursty. He knows crazy and he's not afraid to use it. I mean, that's just him. I don't know what roles that I've seen him in where he's not that guy. Like, I struggle. Like, from what I've seen, he may have movies, but I've got a very, very low score on this in terms of versatility, and I'm going a 3 on versatility. Just for the fact that I don't really see him do anything different. But you may beg to differ, but that's my score.
I do kind of. Don't get me wrong, like, largely, he is just like that sort of like that unhinged sort of like, how can I put it right? And by the way, I'm not putting him in the same field of bracket here, but when I say a poor man's Jack Nicholson, I mean a very poor man's Jack Nicholson. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll always revert to sort of that sort of goofy, googly, fucking overacting situation. But like, there's a thing, like, he does play that in most of his films. But like you say, with Leaving Las Vegas, it's more of a like sort of like, you can see he's depressed and like obviously he's in a situation where his missus is a bit of a tart and whatnot, and he's just on the verge of committing suicide for most of it. But one of like the unmentioned, like relatively unseen film is 8mm. Right, and I seen this years ago, and it is dark, that film. He plays a detective investigating a missing person or a murder or something. Basically, he uncovers this ring with basically these people kidnapping women and making snuff films. Do you remember the snuff films where it's like
I feel like I've seen
actual abuse and murder?
You
and
will have done it.
like that on film.
I saw that as well. I saw that back in the day.
And he goes away from that. He plays like a very sort of like he's instantly sort of like tortured by what he sees, and then like he's very sort of understated.
Did you that clip that was on there where he was just staring and smiling? I know for a fact that actress was scared. Like, there's no way you could. She could be standing there and not be a little bit scared, man. Because apparently he does stay in character while he's around the set and that. So, boy,
yeah. But like I went a 6 basically because based on Leaving Las Vegas and 8mm. But obviously it's like sort of like dodgy ground because not a lot of people have seen them films or like in their mind.
Okay. JD?
I mean, in Con Air, he didn't play as a madman psycho. He played like, a dad, like, or army guy trying to get out of prison and, trying to go into his family. Yeah. I think he did that well. Face Off, I thought he did well as, I thought he did well as, but I've not really seen him in comedy. I've not really seen him do anything like really serious apart from 8mm. So I wouldn't go as far as give him a 5. Say he's bang average 5, I think.
Okay, Hursty.
Yeah, so I echo a lot of what has already been said. I think there's no sort of, you know what, he needs a dimmer switch. He's either got full on batshit crazy, or just turn up and just read the lines straight faced. Like he's either very sullen and sort of down, or he's like Wogan. Do you know what I mean? There's no sort of, if you sound like a dimmer switch and just do that, but just a little bit less, you'd probably get more roles out of him. But yeah, on 8mm, by the way, because I've always been an advocate of 8mm. I watched it recently and it doesn't stand up. It's not a very well written film. That it needed more. It needed a lot more.
I haven't seen it for years and years.
I watched it last week.
I think maybe because I was a lot younger when I seen it, it was like more like the fucking shock factor for me. And it
Do
was
you know
like,
what it was? It stinks of someone going, 7 was brilliant, we need to make a 7, and it's kind of like someone else's attempt at doing a 7 with like an underdeveloped script. But yeah, it's not. It doesn't stand up. But no, Versatility, I've gone a 4. I just don't think he offers much outside of extreme crazy or extreme boring.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I mean, again, we're talking about versatility here, and apart from the odd movie here and there, he doesn't really show it too often, man. Like, where you get people that and they're a proper mixed bag. He's not that guy, man. It's like you said, it's one or the other, and that's it. Like, there's nothing else to him. It doesn't mean his movies are not interesting and that he's not interested. I don't mean that. But how versatile is he really?
Like, if you look at like The Rock, you look at Con Air, you look at 8mm. They're all like a very similar character. It's like kind of like straight-laced, straight-faced, might have a little odd outburst, but there's not a great deal of difference to any of those performances.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's like where you're waiting for that character to explode. Do you know what I mean? Like into the storyline. Like it's sort of like setting up the volley for him to snap. But the thing as well, like you say, like with the Wogan clip and whatnot, like obviously it's clearly not an act because he is like he can tap into Unhinged quite easily because fucking hell, right? He's been married 5 times, and that's why he's making every single film, every script that gets thrown at him now to pay off all these fucking like alimonies and stuff. Married 5 times. You've got to be mental to do it twice. One of them, he was married for 4 days. He was annulled after 4 days.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Like, like when you've sobered up after that mad weekend in Vegas, like you're just like, oh, what the fuck have I done here? Like,
I know that's like quicker than some like household items I've returned. You know what I mean? Like he decided in 4 days that was enough. That's mad to me, man. Scores then after round 2. He gets 18, so he's one better than the last round. He's up to 35 and not looking good, bruv.
Need
not looking good. Shout out to Castillo, man. I'm not trying to steal your slogan.
Yeah, fucking that guy
He's already
cracked- he
suing
cracked
someone.
me. Is he?
Yeah. He's somebody who tried to.
Oh, man.
I was watching one of his things, and he was saying somebody who tried to get him to do some work on that. This company, I don't know what they were advertising or whatever. And he goes, I was just driving one day and I saw my slogan on their billboard, and I was like, hold on a minute, you tried to not use me and then use my slogan. And he said, I called them and told you. You realize that it's copyrighted, yeah? And he's like, what? Huh? It's copyrighted. He goes, I couldn't get through to him again, but I did speak to some lawyers. So yeah, he's dealing with that right now.
Them mugs are like 25 quid a pop on his merch.
I think he's got a couple. He's got a couple things that are copyrighted. A couple things.
Fanta Light.
Who have we got next? So next up is Catalogue next, isn't it? Catalogue. Hursty, do you want to take this one?
Yeah. So Catalogue. Again, I think there are a handful of decent films in there. The Rock, the National Treasure films are quite enjoyable. Like they're not gonna, make you sit and think for hours about the meaning of life or anything like that. But you can sort of shut them on, and they're like decent throwaway films. Snake Eyes, I always enjoyed.
I did actually. Yeah,
it's a decent cast as well. He does the voice for Spider Noir in the Across the Spider-Verse movies, which I loved. The first time I saw that was just unbelievable. But again, outside of that, like I wasn't a massive fan of Con Air. Wasn't a massive fan of Face Off.
You didn't like Con Air?
I wasn't a massive fan of it. So the first time I watched it, I think at that point I'm starting to move away from that kind of film. Like they're all quite generic. Like Jerry Bruckheimer, John Woo, Michael Bay. Yeah, Don Simpson. It's all very much of a muchness, like Bad Boys, which I love. But then, like once you've seen that, a lot of the films that come after it, it's like the same kind of blueprint. So when I remember going to the pictures to see it, and I kind of enjoyed it up until the point where the plane was going to land in Vegas. Like I'm done with this film. Like it just went on far too long. I watched Gone in 60 Seconds for the first time today. For years, I've never fancied it, and I watched it for the first time today. My God, that's such a bad film. I know now why I've never watched it for 20 years. So, Catalogue, I've gone a 5. I think he's bang average. For the amount of time he's been acting, to be able to say I like maybe 4 of his films. No good, man.
Okay, Blunt.
Well, do you know what, Ray? He said to me today, he's like, I've just watched fucking Gone in 60 Seconds and it was dreadful, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, do you know, I can't disagree. Do you know what I said? I said, Eleanor's sexy, though. You know, the Mustang GT500 is in it. And he came back at me with, but it's a car, innit?
Do you know, I've never watched that movie.
Don't waste your time.
Man, it's not a good film.
I've never fancied it.
The GT500 is fucking stunning. But it is just like, have you seen...
I was going to say it's the same reason I've never watched Fast and Furious. I'm not a big fan of anything to do with cars. I don't like Formula One. I don't like car movies. This is not. I like driving. I like my car, but that's about as far as it goes.
There's some good car films like Bullet and stuff like that. Like the first 2 Fast and Furious films were decent. The rest of them were just dog shit. But like,
first Fast and Furious film is just Point Break, by the way. Scene for scene.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, it's John Singleton in it, like, and that's not, you wouldn't like think that was his bag, but like I like John Singleton as a director. But the thing we've got in 60 Seconds is, I don't know if you've seen Need for Speed with what's he called, Jesse Pinkman? What's he? Who played Jesse?
I thought that was a game. I thought that was a game.
That it was a game, but they made a film out of it. And like that is literally just like the same script, and they're both dog shit. But yeah, like Catalogue, like I'm shocked that you didn't like fucking like Con Air and Face Off and stuff like that. And The Rock is like, brilliant. I always come back to this same sentence every week, but The Rock is one of them films whereby if it's on, I'll watch it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think The Rock is a fucking great film, but like I say, he's got 4 for me of my favourite films growing up. Like I say, Con Air, Face Off, Leaving Las Vegas, The Rock. And based on them 4, it'd be a high score, but he's done so much shite, and particularly in the last sort of 10, 15 years, that it just dilutes it and waters it down. So I've gone for a very, very generous 6 just based on the fact that the 4 films I mentioned, I absolutely adore.
Are you going to score anything other than 6 today? It's like every round. 6, 6, 6.
Like you, De Niro with your 10s.
Hey, De Niro deserved it, mate. He definitely deserved it. Okay, JD.
I'll go 5. Again, he's got some films that I liked: Con Air, The Rock, Face Off. Can't really think of much more than that, though. I mean, he probably got more, but again, off the top of my head, just nothing that jumps out, and it's nothing that you'd want to watch again anytime soon. So I'll give him a 5. It was good at his time, but yeah, his time's over.
That's the thing. He's started off.
Wow,
time is over.
What? His time's over. No, he's
Belly's
right though. He is right. Like he's murdered his own legacy with, and like that was away from the camera when he's like basically proposing to anything that moves in the room, right? And like obviously now he's just desperate for the money. But do you know what I will say is, like, when we decided last week, and like you say, like, oh, we want a clip of this, a clip of that, and obviously you said, oh, get the kick-ass clip in there, where like obviously the end that I put in, right? Nobody's mentioned that film. I mean, I thought it was dog shit, personally. But, like you sounded like you were a bit of an advocate for it.
Well, it's my turn to rank next, and if you let me breathe, you might have heard me say it. You already had your turn. You scored a 6. It's my turn now. I was actually going to mention Kick-Ass, but I was also going to put a caveat in that he is not the leading role in Kick-Ass. So that's why I can't really make that affect how I'm going to score him. But there are some other films that haven't been mentioned. Lord of War, loved it. Thought it was a brilliant film. I don't know what you think of that film, but I thought it was brilliant. Lord of War.
Is he the arms dealer?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good film.
Another film that I did like him in, even though he's not the first to make this film. The Wicker Man. I thought he was good in that as well. We've already mentioned, some of the other movies he's been in as well. But he's got so much shit in his catalogue, man. Like, he's got so much shit in his catalogue.
Really,
I was gonna go a 5, man. I was gonna go a 5, but I've gone for a 6, just off the back of the films I actually do like.
He just cussed me out for scoring him a 6, and then fucking like just follows it up with that. Do you know what I need to add on as well? Like, literally,
It's my first 6 today, by the way.
The imaginatively titled 9/11. That was fucking like literally like.
What happens in that?
It was a bit of propaganda just wrapped in shite on it. Like,
I've never watched it.
Biggest event of our lifetime, and like literally they just fucking butchered it.
Yeah, never seen that. Don't fancy it either. But after round 3, he's now up to 57 overall, scored 22 in that round. So actually he did all right in that round in comparison to the others. Up to 57, he's got 2 rounds to save himself here. 2 rounds.
Do us a favour, bring the league table up briefly. Sorry,
just
so we can have a look.
I'm not bringing it up. No, you can see it later. Once he's been entered in it.
Pause.
What, entered in a league table? How's that a pause?
No, actually, you can see it later.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm not even gonna entertain that.
That was our old milkman's catchphrase.
Oh my days. Right, moving on. Quotables. I'm gonna, in fact, seeing as you want to talk, I'm gonna leave you with this one. Give me some quotables from Nicolas Cage, if you can.
I fucking struggled, and I'm normally good with just plucking like lines out with thin air. And literally the only one that there's that one that I put in the bit where he goes, "Let's ride," but like it's fucking throwaway. But the one after that is where he says, where he goes, "Take his face off," like, and that I struggled, to be honest with you. I really, really did, and I've gone a 2.
Okay. JD.
Quotables, again, not great. I mean, he's got lines that you remember, like, put the bunny back in the box, and take his face off, and he's in Face Off. He had another line. He say to the women on the plane, "Tell them to suck my tongue," like, So yeah, but
yeah. Top line. Now.
I don't know. Now you said that, I could eat a peach for hours.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he's got But it's not really quotables. They're just decent lines in movies, isn't it? So I'm gonna give him a. I'm struggling here between a 3 and a 4, but yeah, it's got to be 3. It's not great quotables, so I think 3's about fair.
Yeah. What did you score in the last round, JD? I can't remember. 5. For some reason, I didn't note that down. All right, Hursty, tell us why he's a 1.
Couldn't think of a single thing. Could not think of a single thing. Now the gives a mention
That segue was
the
brilliant.
beach, but 1. He's a 1.
Listen, apart from put the bunny back in the box and take your face off, I couldn't think of a 1. That gets him 2 points, 1 each. That's it, and they're barely quotables, but I remembered them, so they were memorable. So I'm going to score
De Niro.
2. De Niro's a living legend, mate. Be quiet.
No,
Right.
I know he is. Well,
Is De Niro to you
with so many quotables, so many. Like I could do a show on De Niro quotables, man.
What without pulling them up on screen?
Without putting them up on screen. Yeah, I've seen his films so many times, bro. Have a guess how many. Have a guess how many he scored in that round, man.
Oh, 2, 3, 1, and 2. Is that the worst? That's the worst quotables round by a fucking million mile, isn't it?
Probably.
That is definitely the worst.
Or is that the worst round per se?
There's been a couple. There's been a couple close to that, but I can't think who it was now.
I don't think anyone's done less than a 7 though on anything.
Maybe he didn't score a 7. He scored Will Ferrell on what though?
On Versatility, maybe.
Versatility, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe. But overall, he killed it. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like he didn't need that round.
Yeah, he picked up.
Man. He took a round off. He took a round off, mate.
Quotables have got.
Yeah, won the league with a game ago. Fuck it.
He got 8 in that round. Takes him up to 65 points with 1 round to go, man.
Oh, he's cooked.
1 round to go. He is cooked. Star Power's the next round.
He needs a knockout.
Just a reminder: box office pull, aura, longevity, industry respect, awards, influence, and screen presence are all what makes up Star Power. So, who's taking this one?
Purely because he's got an Oscar to his name, and because of his personality, because of that clip with Wogan, people will be drawn to him because of this. Like, what Nicolas Cage are we getting? You know, what kind of madness is he going to come out with? I've given him a 5. Honestly, I think that's probably been quite generous because, like you say, he hasn't done a lot of great films over those 40 years. So yeah, 5.
Okay, JD.
I've gone 4. I don't remember. I mean, you kind of would watch, you know, like when he was at the peak of his fame, you kind of would watch his films, but I just don't remember thinking like, oh, you know, Nicolas Cage. Now I need to go to the cinema and say, oh, I can't wait to see the new Nicolas Cage film. Like I don't ever recall at that, you know, that time. So, yeah.
I wanted to see Face Off. I remember when that was coming out. I did want to see it.
Thing is, for the peak of his power is like maybe the 4-year period. You know what I mean? It's like from like The Rock to Con Air or The Rock to Face Off. It's only like it's not a long period of time, is it? It was kind of a flash in the pan. Yeah, I know there was stuff before that, there's been stuff after, but that was really his sort of sweet spot.
Yeah, where he was doing like one after the other that were actually decent films.
Yeah,
but other than that, then it's hits and misses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'll probably agree with that. What are you going for, JD?
4.
It's right when you say, but that's Hollywood, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like you have, like obviously you got your criminal chemists just hit after hit after hit. Like you say, you do get these people where for like a short period, it's just nothing but net, and then it's a case of do you just sort of sit back and admire your body of work, and then I'll look if there's a good script coming in, But like, there's a lot of people have done it, and he's just literally like, yeah, well, I'll be in that, yeah, I'll be in that, like that, and like, there's just no respect for the art whatsoever. So like you say, if you look at when he's on his hot streak, winning an Oscar, and then them the action films that he was doing, like mid to late '90s, like he'll have been up there like a proper A-lister. But like I say, the same thing with the Catalogue. Like, he's done so much bad that it just dilutes it, and it could have been like an 8 or 9, but like I say, it stuck it down to a 5 for me. Like as he was saying, on the strength, there's an Oscar there.
But you see, the thing is, though, you see with like with him doing shit films, like you're an actor and you get set, like, you know, when you get to a certain point or, you know, a certain level, you're sent scripts. You can read them, choose them, and say yes or no. And he's just like, you know, churning out bollocks. So
look at what
he just says yes.
Matthew
He might as well just
McConaughey
have a
said.
stamp. Yes.
Have you seen that interview with Matthew McConaughey where he says about he was like the go-to guy for rom-coms, and he's like, no, I want to step away from rom-coms, I want to do other stuff. They sent him a script, and he's like, no, I'm not doing it. And they sent him the same script, and he's like, put another 7 on it, put another 0 on it. And they kept sending, and every time they'd set more money, but he stuck to his guns. He was like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing that. And then after about a year and a half, 2 years, the other roles started coming in, and it allowed him to step away from the rom-coms and be a better actor. Cage never did that. He was just like, I'm just going to keep doing it. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
A lot of checks to write with all the ex-wives, man.
Yeah. And like I say, I know I said about he voiced the Spider-Noir character in the Across the Spider-Verse characters, which I think did very well.
He is Spider-Noir in the series.
Well, this is what I was going to say.
Which I couldn't watch. I tried.
I've watched it a couple of weeks ago. The worst thing about it, it's not a bad TV show, but he's so fucking weird. Like, he's like in his 60s, and he's trying to, like, just him trying to run, and he's got all these layers of coats on. It just looks awful.
It's bad. There's 2 versions, a black and white and a color.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch either.
Don't waste it. It's not a bad show, but he just stands out like a sore thumb. He looks so awkward. And he's plastered in makeup as well. They're trying to like make him look less like weird and old. Yeah.
Well, I've got
think with stuff like that when it's.
Can I give my score?
Joining the conversation.
10. No, I've got a 4. And that's his Oscar. That's literally what's got him a 4 in star power. I think in terms of industry respect, everybody knows who Nicolas Cage is. You know, you couldn't mention his name and people don't know him. But how many people would say, yeah, I'll do a film with Nicolas Cage? I don't know. I don't know if there's that many. If they're a serious actor, I don't know. Besides, you know, like a young Ving Rhames and what's his name? Malkovich in Con Air. I'm like thinking, who's done, like, which big actors who are big boy actors? Who's he done films with? Can you think of anyone?
Sean
Connery, Ed Harris.
2 big names, to be fair. But for someone who's had a career that long in Hollywood, it's not that many, is it?
Joaquin Phoenix, but he's a young Joaquin Phoenix in 8mm.
That's what I mean. When I'm talking about people top of their game, you know what I mean? Like Brad Pitt, you could name how many people? You could list them off one after the other. Nicolas Cage, not so much, man. Saying that, there are some female actors, I think that are big names that he's done films with, to be fair. But anyway, let's have a look at how he scored in that round. 18 in round 5, giving him 83 points. He entered in number 12 and he leaves in number 12. That is the lowest score so far from anybody. 83 points for Nicolas Cage, man. He's over 100 points behind De Niro. That's wild.
Do you know
man.
what? Like, I can't be mad at that sentence. Like,
you can't.
You can't at all.
I think I'd have been up in arms if he'd have came above fucking Matt Damon, to be honest with you.
Let us know if you agree in the comments, man. If we've been overly harsh, but listen, you have to understand the way we rank people, they're brutal, man. These categories are brutal, and you know there might be someone who's your favorite actor that doesn't rank very highly just because we're looking at specifics of the acting career, and yeah, man, it can be harsh. which is why when I look at that and I see Stephen Graham down in 7th, like he's a sick actor, but he's down in 7th. Matt Damon in 10th. I love Matt Damon movies, but he's in 10th. This is just how harsh it is, man. It's the harsh reality. But anyway, what we need to think about is how we separate people that end up on the same points. No one has so far, funnily enough, but there will be a time where they do. So how do we separate them? I reckon we
just go for total box office pull, like total box office gross
revenue.
Yeah. There we go. We'll go for that. Who brought the money in?
Well, that was easy. If anyone does strongly disagree with any of the rankings that we've done, you can email us at cryasariver@don'tgas.com.
Or you can send a comment in. You know? Yeah, man. As I say, we're live across 3 platforms. We're on TikTok, we're on Insta, and we're on obviously YouTube at the moment. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. Help to support Don't Gas as we try and grow our channel. And if you're on TikTok or Insta, hit the follow button. We're actually on my Insta at the moment, which is at Buckstar80. TikTok is at Don't.Gas, and on YouTube it's at the Don't Gas podcast. So please subscribe, follow, and all the rest. Right, that's it for another ranking. We're up to 12. It's lucky number 13 next week. We will let you know a bit closer to the time who we're going to be ranking, because we don't know yet, but we'll have a look. But it could be a big name. We'll have to wait and see. You'll have to tune in for that next week at 9:30, same place. We've got a few other bits coming up as well. Raising the Game on Sunday with JD and Stitches. That's at 9:30 on Sunday, where they have a look at the Grassroots and Academy system from a parent's point of view. They both got kids in the system. You will come away having learned something from that. There's some hidden gems in there, so please tune in for that on Sunday. Monday we have a watch along, which is the Arsenal game with Arsenal. Sorry, we're away this week. I'm trying to remember who we're playing now. It's Villa, isn't it?
Yeah,
so it's Villa v Arsenal. There will be a watch along on Monday. That's Monday Night Football. Tune in for that. I'll be online from about 10 to 8. And then Blunt and Hursty will be doing a watch along on the Wednesday, which is it Blackburn? Burnley.
No,
Burnley. Sorry, Burnley versus Middlesbrough. That's on Wednesday, and they'll be online around about the same time as well. 2:45, 10 to 8. I believe it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Cool. And then obviously we've got Don't Gas the Badge on Tuesday, as per usual, with me, JD, and guests. Blunt, hopefully you'll be able to join us for that, but let us know a bit close to the time. Hursty, if you want to jump on, you can. I'm not sure if you're available then, but if you can, feel free. And we have a look back at the past week's football. That's at 9:30 on Tuesday. And of course, we'll be here again next week, same time. Thanks to JD, Hursty, Blunt, and myself. Peace, everyone.